Minnie Mouse ears, will they DTF? Let's find out. Hi y'all, I'm Jenny with DTF Superstore, and today we're giving the world famous Minnie Mouse ears a go. As a major Disney Parks fan, I love going all out with the merchandise. But sometimes what's in stock isn't exactly what I had in mind. So while scrolling through a bunch of amazing custom Minnie ears, I had the thought of, what if I can just DTF my own ears? So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm extremely confident that this experiment will work, so I want to share this experience and hopefully provide some inspiration for your DTF business too. I'm gonna go about this two different ways. So I did buy a bulk batch of already made mouse ears from Amazon, which I do think will work really great, but I also want to make a set of ears that are the higher quality that match what the Etsy shops do for their customized ears as well. So I'm gonna start off with the pre-made ears. And I think these would be perfect for any type of Disney themed party, whether it's a birthday party, baby shower, gender reveal, or family reunion. And I think using DTF will be able to quickly and efficiently make memorable party favors. So with these pre-made ears, they do have one little issue I see. These are filled with foam, not cotton or polyester, so they might flatten a little bit, especially if you've seen our backpack video on the back to school. I went ahead and made a bunch of logos, just it's a boy, it's a girl, and then family reunion as well, just to have a little bit of a variety. For these, it might be better to use a smaller heat press, just because you might need to use a Cricut to kind of do more handheld, but I do believe this should work. I might need to raise my pressure on this. That seemed to be pretty low pressure, but I'll see at the end of this. Yeah, I definitely need to raise my pressure and do that again. Okay, yeah, that pressure felt a lot better. So since I'm not 100% sure this is ready, I'm definitely gonna let it cool off first. Oh yeah. So yeah, that turned out super cute. I am, just out of curiosity, I also printed on my glitter foam. So I am going to see how glitter foam would perform. I mean, it should perform the same. While that's pressing, don't forget to press that like and subscribe button so you can get all your latest DTF updates and stuff. Okay, something I'm noticing right now is even though this does have a foam padding, it really hasn't flattened it out too much, especially this one right here. This one I didn't have to press it twice. I'm super excited with how these turned out and how easy it was just to add these. And I think they're a perfect customization that are super quick and easy for any kind of party that you're doing that's Disney themed. But now, it's time for the full-blown DIY ears, and I've had so many of mine, it was really hard to narrow it down to just a few. So the two different ears I went with are Tinkerbell, who's my girl, and I love her so much, and there's not really any good Disney ears for her, and my favorite war criminal, Chopper. So with these Tinkerbell ears, I'm actually really excited to try out a new idea that Jeremy had. So we're going to create our own pattern fabric by using DTF. I used the classic Neverland second star to the right, duplicated it until I created a pattern. And now we're going to put it on a blank piece of fabric. For the large printed piece of fabric that we're making with DTF, I am just using a large 2X t-shirt because t-shirt material is actually really, really good for making your own Minnie Mouse ears. But this t-shirt is large enough so that our 18 by 24 pattern should cover most of the t-shirt. And this printed pattern itself will be kind of my go-to for, or like the base fabric that I'll be using. So the print is a little bit larger than the actual platen itself, but that's just something, just a few more extra presses would solve. Also, don't forget, super important, glitter foam is a cold peel, so you always have to make sure that it cools down in time. So I think how I'm gonna do this is just scoot it over. Because if I've learned anything from making the Ricky Bobby costume, so you can definitely print bigger than your actual heat press. And while this presses, don't forget to press that like and subscribe button so you can get all the latest updates on DTF. So I know I didn't get that last little corner, but this is more than enough. Just need this to cool down. Alrighty. And just like that, we now have a pattern fabric made with DTF. And I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I think this can become just such a new and versatile way to use DTF in the future. So for the sake of the time off camera, I did go ahead and make my outline. So what we're doing with this is you actually need 4 pieces of cardboard for 1 set of ears. So I went ahead and outlined it. I did just use a roll of duct tape, but the size I was going for was roughly like 4¼ inches. So for the headband, I would say 1 inch width is kind of the size you want to go with. The thicker the better, just a lot more surface area to put your bow and your ears onto. And what I did with my 2 circles is I would line them up with the headband and then just trace and then cut that out as well. You do that 4 times, and that's the amount of cardboard you need for these ears themselves. So when you're cutting out your fabric, you definitely want a lot of extra room. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for here, is just a lot of space, because you want to cut larger than the ear itself so that you can, when you're wrapping it around to attach it to the ears itself, you need extra room. And so what I like to do is just hot glue a little bit at a time. So what I did here is I did glue around the cardboard, but you do leave this little part open, and this is the pocket that you will put your polyfill into. So now that I have the backs of my 2 ears finished, I am going to go ahead and move on to the front of the ears and the ear pattern as well. So I just have my fabric right here, and I'm just going to go through the exact same process that I went through with these. Okay, so now that I've finished with kind of the groundwork for the layout of the ears, just having the fabric hot glued to the cardboard, these are my 2 front pieces, and I am going to press them before I actually fill them with the polyfill. I will say right now, what is super important is to put down a piece of fabric on your platen that you don't mind getting hot glue on, because since these are hot glued together, the hot glue will like reheat and liquefy a little bit. I've already left a few hot glue marks on this platen before, so just definitely make sure, lay down just like a t-shirt, you don't mind getting hot glue all over, and then that kind of just saves you from having to clean your platen as much. So my 2 prints for each front of my ears, Faith Trust and Pixie Dust, and the Tinkerbell itself. While this is pressing, subscribe. The hot glue did melt a little bit. It's fine, it doesn't affect the print itself, but just like a nice little ring of hot glue on the t-shirt. Oh yeah. Okay, so super quick, one thing about glitter film is it does kind of look like it leaves a little trail of the actual glitter itself. All you really need to remove like a little piece of fabric, just in the tiniest bit of friction, and it'll get rid of any of that excess and it won't upset your print. This is my next favorite part. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't enjoy it this much, but it's actually stuffing the ears itself. That is, I think, my favorite part of this entire process. So this level of thickness is definitely what you want to shoot for. So it's definitely not as thick as you think it needs to be, but when it's doubled, it will be rounded like normal Disney ears. All right, so now you just hot glue your back half and your front half together. You'll do it for both sides right here, and then we're almost done. All right, and there you have it. You have your 2 halves put together. And so we're pretty close to the end here. This is the headband with the DTF print as well on it. Really quickly, I'm making a bow. I just got a yellow t-shirt. I cut a rectangle out of that. You fold the rectangle hot dog style, glue it, hamburger style, glue it. Then you do 5 zigzag folds, put glue in between the folds, and then you just wrap a piece of fabric around the middle, and there's your bow. Yeah. So now it's all about placing the ears. I still see a big mistake I made with Tinkerbell. I didn't quite position her right. I positioned her flat like this, but when it's tilted, it makes her bend over a little more than I would enjoy to see. All right, and there we go. We have the finished product with these Disney ears. I love how they turned out. I love this print right here, the actual printed design and having the printed headband. I'm really, really happy with the results of this. Yeah, I'm extremely, extremely happy with how the Tinkerbell turned out. I definitely learned a few things that I would do differently the next time, and then next I get to make Chopper, which I'm really excited about because he's my favorite little Star Wars guy. Okay, so I went ahead and did the Chopper off camera. So these are my 2 final products here. So I have Chopper, then I do have the back for him. Do have some Arabesh on the back, prints right here, and then yeah, Chopper's little design right here. I think they look adorable. I love it. It looks so cute. I'm really happy with these results, and I can't wait to wear these to a park soon. And if these mini ears sparked any ideas that you can offer to your clients or for yourself using DTF, tag us and let us know what you made. I want to see it on Instagram, Facebook, or even on here and TikTok. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.